Hello and greetings. I'm Anita from Yoga on the Road, and I'm here to walk you through issues around compression and flexibility. It's another thing that I find quite a common goal that people end up making their way to a studio class. They're looking to create more flexibility and also to find ways to access poses to fit a more unique body or to fit your own body. So the key to this practice today is a couple of yoga blocks. So if you have a foam version, the cork versions are just as suitable as well. If you don't have the yoga blocks, then I have found previously that a couple of hard covered books can suffice. So just try and use or improvise with whatever you've got around home if you don't have these tools. Okay, quick walkthrough. So flexibility or inflexibility comes about through the habitual habits that we do day to day. It's the muscle memory that we hold on to. It's how we do things on a day-to-day basis. So really we just need to increase our flexibility. It's really about little steps day to day on moving through your discomfort to access a place where you finally want to move towards. Compression, on the other hand, is generally when we talk about your limited range of movement or motion because skin meets skin, causing you to be unable to move any further. So for example, we're coming into like a half lunge or something. Now clearly I've got nowhere else to move. My chest is pressed firmly up against my thighs. There's no space for anywhere to go whatsoever. And particularly when I start to move into this kind of full of variation of a half lunge. So I'm quite low to the ground. Anatomically, we're not all the same. So you're going to come across shorter arms, longer torso, shorter legs, etc., etc. So the props really just add a place that now gives us some space, some room to breathe, some room to move. So we're going to start to look at some strategies or certainly a smaller practice where you can start to implement these tools yourself. So grab yourself your blocks. We're going to move probably first into a forward fold. So come to stand at the top of your mat or the place where you're moving through your yoga practice today. And you might want to check in on another video I've got online about forward and backward tilt of our pelvis. So it's really important coming into a forward fold that we start to access this forward tilt of the pelvis. And this actually promotes the moving of the chest forward and the initiation and instigation of your forward fold. Now, I'm not sure whether you can see in these pants, but I do have my knees fairly generously bent. The deeper you bend your knees to start with, the more you'll release or relieve any tension that you're likely to feel in the back of the legs. So let's start in an upright position. Stack your feet below your hip joints. So they'll be just below these points here. Make sure your hips are stacked over your ankles, and then as we move up, the shoulders are stacked over the hips. Draw the shoulders back by facing the palms of the hands forward, and then reach through the crown of your head, stacking your ears over the shoulder area. Now to access that forward fold, bring your hands to your hips. So the thumbs are at the back of your hips, your fingers are at the front of your hips, and have a feeling of pushing your thumbs up your back. As that happens, your hips will tilt forward, push down into your hips, and slightly bend your knees. Then as you start to move the chest forward, think about your spine staying erect. And as you feel comfortable to, reach down towards your blocks. This is a half forward fold, so this is a great place to start in forward fold. This way you can start to move towards, over time, extending and straightening through the legs. But it's a really nice practice when the knees are soft, just to feel your way into this pose initially. To move a little deeper into this pose, it might mean that you bend the knees a little more generously, and then you start to naturally let the spine round as the chest moves in to or towards the thighs. And at this stage, don't worry too much about the degree your upper body moves down to your legs. Just find a place that suits and fits your body comfortably. And really important here that you just move with your breath. There's going to be likely an overwhelm of sensation and things that your attention is drawn to physically. So by accessing and using your breath, you have the ability to soften those places and move a little deeper. So wherever for you it is you arrive, take 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Access your halfway lift again, remembering the knees can be generously bent. And from here, we're moving straight into the low lunge. So keeping your feet kind of on that imaginary train track line, step or slide your right foot back. Walk your blocks back to support your weight. So really, ideally, you want your blocks just below the shoulder line. Press down firmly through your front foot. Press down equally through the back foot. And again, just feel what it's like to stand here. Press out firmly through the back heel. Stay here. If at any stage this is too much for you, then the options are to lower your back knee to the ground. And again, if you've got any knee issues, a blanket or something to soften the knee is perfect. So wherever you decide to meet yourself, again, take a few moments to be aware of your breath and how your breath supports your practice. If your knee is lowered, extend through the back leg. We're going to change sides now. So take a step forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Again, you can move your blocks below the shoulders. Breathe out, this time slide or step your left foot back as far as you comfortably can. And then just bring your blocks back to frame your front foot. Again, find the place that sits well in your body. Is it that your leg's extended? Is it that perhaps you've decided to meet yourself with a bent knee? Just honour where you feel you need to meet your body and commit to it. Commit to a breath to support it and commit just to this being right for you in the moment. Take 3 breaths here, wherever you've arrived. On an out breath, step that foot forward. Let's all meet in a halfway lift. And we're going to move through one quick and a little bit more smoother flow of those 3 poses put together. So press down firmly through your feet, connect to the ground below you. Inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Exhale, join the hands in prayer position at your heart. Okay, let's move slowly together through. Inhale, lift your arms up. Exhale, soften your knees. Think about the hips tilting forward. Reach forward with your hands. Round through the spine comfortably. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or slide the back foot forward. Inhale here. Exhale, step the back foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and we're transitioning straight into the opposite side now. Step the left foot back. Low lunge. Breathe in, breathe out. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Remembering the more generously you bend your knees, the more pressure or tension you release from the back of the legs. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. Press into the feet, rise all the way up. Breathe out, hands to heart. Let's move through one more and we'll come down to a floor position again and start to wind things up. As you breathe in, arms float up. As you breathe out, soften the knees generously. If you need your hands to remind you of that tilt, thumbs move up the back, hips tilt back, chest moves forward, lower your hands to the block, and then relax and lengthen through the spine. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, step or slide the right foot back. Breathe in here. Breathe out, step forward. Halfway lift. Breathe out, we're moving through the left leg now. Breathe in here. Breathe out, lower your left knee to the ground. Step your right knee back. Bring your big toes together. Again, this is a restorative pose to finish up. We're coming into child's pose. So for those with tight hips, with any knee issues, you might take a more supported variation of child's pose, resting on your forearms and just relaxing through your head. For those that can access it, draw your sit bones back towards your heels. Lower your head and forehead towards the floor and rest your arms where they're comfortable, taking as long as you need to find a position that suits your body. And take 4 full deep breaths. Stay here with the time that you have available to you, or finish your practice here with me right now. And really just keep on working at that. Flexibility takes time to work on, so be gentle with yourself, be patient with yourself. I thank you deeply and with much gratitude for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on the mat again soon. Thank you and namaste.